Yoga as Service, Offering Grace and Hope. In 2014, I offered a yoga class for youth at risk in Western North Carolina. I wasn't sure what the value of this program would be for kids living under the poverty line, often with an abuser in the home. But at the end of the year, these kids were sharing that yoga had saved their lives. Attendance, behavior, self-esteem, all improved. In 23 years of teaching, it was this moment that brought the power of yoga home. Light a Path was born.
Prison's not an easy time. I was released October 15th, 2015, so it'll be 2 years in October. Light a Path reintroduced me to yoga in July of 2015. Sierra Hollister, she came to the Swannanoa Women's Correctional Facility and taught us yoga. And she was able to share her gift of yoga. She's a very talented yoga instructor. When I was released, she offered me the Light a Path Transition Pass, which gave me 3 months of unlimited yoga in 7 different studios around Asheville. Without that, I probably would not have been able to go back to studio yoga or practice like I wanted to. And I'm now a certified yoga instructor, and I'm able to bring this beautiful practice to others.
Sandy showed up at her first class after gaining 50 pounds in prison, feeling very isolated and reluctant to join. And she says the following: "I took a chance on looking stupid and showed up for a strength training class. This opportunity has changed my life. I breathe more deeply. I rest more soundly. I laugh harder. And I enjoy my little community now, as opposed to isolation. I feel healthy, and others see it too and want to join." In addition to yoga, we offer total body strength classes and running groups to light a path not just towards physical strength, but mental and emotional strength. We also offer classes like Zumba and hip hop to light a path towards joy and playfulness. And we offer heart-centered mindfulness practices to light a path towards self-compassion and recovery. My hope is that we could continue to build these programs and receive equipment to help build the facility, which for our women's facility has virtually no equipment.
I've been lighting a path for incarcerated men at Craggy Correctional Facility for 4 years. Over that time, students have told me that our yoga program helps them find a place of internal calm that they can take back into a very chaotic environment. And they've expressed a lot of gratitude that we would come into an unlikely place and give them peace of mind and hope.
Yoga relaxes my mind and helps me to feel more peaceful and positive. Yoga gives me a sense of purpose while I'm here. One of the most transformational and powerful things that I've heard an inmate say is, "I'm so glad that I wasn't released before I was able to join the yoga." I first heard about Light a Path through Sierra. I'd been taking her classes for a while. When I first graduated from my yoga teacher training, I realized that I didn't necessarily want to teach studio classes. It didn't feel like something I was called to do, but I wanted to give back to a community that needed just tools for resilience, for what life can throw at you, and then happened upon Light a Path, and that was it. I work with middle school youth at risk students. I wanted to share some of the statements that my students have made about why they're grateful for the Light a Path program. One student said, "I love yoga. It soothes me and gets rid of my stress." Another student said, "I really liked the yoga that you did with us. My favorite part was the final relaxation pose." And another student said, "Thank you for leading us in yoga. You helped me relax and be calm. I enjoy doing yoga because it made me peaceful."
At the mission where I teach, they don't refer to the volunteers and the teachers as volunteers, but more as companions to the homeless, bringing awareness to their somatic selves, to their bodies. They're able to focus more on their breathing and their bodies rather than on their thoughts, which may be disjointed or...
Light a Path offers opportunities on a weekly basis for self-inquiry and growth. One of my students expressed that he was able to do things that he never thought he could do with his body.
This program has genuinely changed my life. I'm always so stressed out about all the work that I have to get done that the last thing I think I have time for is yoga. But every time I go, I leave with a new perspective. The yoga really helps me to relax. It has allowed for a more kind, loving version of myself to come out. Those are just some of the statements that my students have expressed about what they've received and how they've benefited from the weekly yoga we bring to them.
In just over 2 years, we have grown to 25 programs with more than 30 volunteers. The demand for our programs continues to grow. We need your help to meet these demands. We need equipment, blocks, bolsters, straps, running shoes, strength training equipment, and more. We also wish to evaluate our work. We are well positioned to document the trajectory of wellness for populations that participate in these programs.